Hi, welcome back. I'm going to tell you the 4 things that I do to regulate myself, whether I'm feeling way too overstimulated or I'm just feeling overwhelmed, just anxious, and I can't really put my finger on it. I always go back to these 4 things to really get me back into the groove of things. I'm also going to be doing a makeup. I did this makeup a few days ago for a date night, and I thought it was really beautiful. I did not record it, so here's my chance. Let's do some glam. Let's talk about ourselves, a little bit of self-care, and let's do it together. As always, starting off with the primer. This is the First Base primer by Trixie Cosmetics. It's really good. It's just so like easy and moisturizing. Restock it, please. Okay. I need oh good. See, that's what I get for multitasking. Put the primer on and then yeah, okay? But Trixie Cosmetics, I'm not done with you. Restock this, please. Thank you. This is the Ardell Brow Glue. Y'all know, up and stuck. It get down and it don't play. Put your brows one at a time, because once it's down and stuck, there's no coming back. Let me get these products that I'm using out of the way. I'm going to clean up my brows with the Performer Foundation by About Face. I will also be using this on my actual face. I'm using the Trixie Cosmetics Snow Bunny Lodge eyeshadow palette. I will primarily be dipping into Toasty here. This is going to be like bulk of my lid. I will lightly dab into Cabin Thieves because it's dark. I needed a shade kind of in between both of these, so I'm going into my One Size Visionary palette, and I'm going to dip into Miss Soft Serve. Okay, let's put this eyeshadow on while we talk a little bit. So the first way that I regulate myself if I'm feeling just anxious or upset or on edge for some reason is that I put myself on a schedule. I really thrive while structuring my day and being on like a schedule day after day. But being on the schedule really takes a lot of the guesswork out of my day. It actually lets me be like on autopilot in like a good way. I can schedule the time that I'm going to wake up, when I'm going to go to sleep, the meals that I'm going to have. I think that's why a lot of people really enjoy like meal prepping. I'm not a meal prepper, but like, you know, making sure that your day is already scheduled and like just waiting for you to kind of go through the motions. I like to take my lunch at the same time if it's a work day. Even for non-work days, keeping like a similar schedule of I'm going to eat my lunch at 1 p.m. I'm having my coffee with that time. You know, it just really helps take the guesswork out of what the day has to hold, and you know, scheduling in your walks and scheduling in some of the other points I'm going to bring up later, like having self-care and those little moments. Of course, I recognize that this is a lot easier said than done for some people. I don't have kids. I work from home. You know, I am kind of given a couple luxuries in that my schedule truly is just mine, and I'm able to, you know, really cater that so that it is just my schedule and not having to deal with like kids, going into the office, commuting, all that stuff. Not saying it's not possible. You can make it happen with all of those things. It's just that I personally don't have to consider those options, and I didn't want to like seem dense and act like everybody has like this life. That's all you have to do is structure your day. You don't have to plan out every last minute, you know. It's okay to have general boxes of when you're doing things, if that makes sense. It just really helps me so much every day to have a general outline. Sometimes when you're just free falling, it feels exactly like that you're just like scrambling everywhere. I think it's important, even if you're a person that likes to write things down, like when you first wake up in the morning, have a couple of minutes to write down things that you want to achieve for that day. Whether that be, I really want to get started on my laundry, or I need to film a video, or I want to edit these videos today, I want to do these voiceovers. Sometimes having an agenda, a schedule, something that is like planning out your day really helps you not only get things done, but feel like, you know, this is not the time for you to like scramble and be like, I have so much to do today. But think realistically, be realistic. Like, I want to do XYZ today, and here's how I'm going to schedule it into my day so that I can try to get these things done. As you can see, I'm really just making like my lid but better. Just going in with the shades to really try to blend, but also kind of getting it giving it some dimension, just a little bit. And then I just go back into the lighter shades, just go back and forth and blend that out. Going in with my stage white and just making my inner corner the lightest part on my lid. And it's okay that it blends into the browns. I just want it to be like the lightest of browns in my inner corner, just to give a little ombre moment. Okay, and for eyeshadow, that's really all she wrote. I am going to do some wing liner really quickly using the black gel liner by Trixie Cosmetics. And this liner is really good and really black and really dark. My cake is kind of like drying up a little bit. I'm not sure if you can tell, it's like separating, but it still works, and that's all that matters, okay? So I'm going to use it. I'm going to try to get some footage of it, but I'm going to be in like max concentration mode. I'm also using the Trixie Cosmetics, like one of their liner brushes. It's really nice. It has like a really unique like shape, which I think is really cool. Not to be a YouTuber, but look at that. Look how cool that is. I think it makes putting on eyeliner as easy as it can be. I used to put on eyeliner every single day, like through college, and now I do it so little that I have to like do everything I can. So that's why I did my eyes first, so that I can like clean up if I need to, if I'm getting a little bit too like wobbly on this liner. Okay, the liner's on. I had to cut the camera. Just for a little shimmer on the lid, I'm using the Cold Shoulder Highlight by Trixie Cosmetics. As you can see, like, she is frosty. Yeah, it's a snow day and I need to add a little bit of snow on my lid. I love adding a little bit of shimmer. I'm using a brush just to tap in a little bit. Will do go a long way with this one, but just adding a little bit to this part just to add a little extra glisten and glimmer. Going in with the rest of my face using the Universal Balm by Danessa Myricks just to really snatch this skin up girl up. The next thing I do to self-regulate is exercise. And I know that like if you don't love to exercise, you're like, girl, I'm not doing that. And I get it, but it doesn't have to be going to the gym. It doesn't have to be running on the treadmill or lifting weights or anything you don't want to do. It is as simple as just trying to move your body. Even just a little bit. Even if it's a walk, go out for a 5-minute walk, a 10-minute walk, however long that you can manage it and whatever you can do. I'm telling you, once you get like the endorphins of moving around, you will be hooked. I am an advocate for getting outside and walking. I have a walk and wander series where I just get dressed and take you guys on a walk with me and talk about how getting some fresh air and moving my body has really like changed my life a little bit, and with no physical goals attached to it. Like, I'm not trying to lose weight, I'm not trying to burn a certain amount of calories. I am simply trying to move my body, get fresh air, explore the neighborhood that I live in, and like that's it. It's low pressure, it's low stress, and it doesn't always have to be full out. Like, every day can't possibly be full out. You know, some days it's 80%. Some days it's 50%. Some days it's 20%. But that 20%, that 5% is better than like the 0% of not showing up for yourself. Honestly, like, exercise, of course, does a lot for your mental health with endorphins, but also getting outside, touching grass, feeling the vitamin D on your face, you know, like, it goes a long way. And when you integrate it into your daily routine, not only is it like free, like going outside and walking is essentially free, it is also doing something for yourself. So it's not attached to having enough money or having the resources. You can just go out and do it, and you're gonna feel so much better. Some days better than others, but you're gonna feel so good and accomplished. Like, you know that the one thing you did was go out for a walk, got some fresh air, sat in the park, anything like that. I'm telling you, I couldn't recommend it enough. And like I said, all my other socials, Instagram, TikTok, if it's still around when you're watching this, you can follow my Walk and Wander series where I am getting dressed and taking you on the walks with me. I like to use that really yellow concealer to brighten my under eyes, and then I'm going in with this concealer that's pretty light for me, just to really like lighten the innermost corner and like crease area on me. I like to use a brush. I go back and forth. Sometimes I like sponges more, but when I'm looking for like true glamour, I'm using a brush. Okay, I feel like the sponges can soak up a lot of product unnecessarily. It does really help with the blend. Like, that's like the point of the sponge, is that it like helps blend, which subsequently means it's gonna suck up some product. But like, when I'm like, I want that coverage, I want that glamour, I'm using a brush. It may take more time, but I'm worth it. The Performer foundation. I really like to put this on like as thin as possible. It makes the blending out super easy. I love this foundation. I love this applicator. Everything about it. But I'm gonna put it all over. The brush I'm using to blend out this foundation is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, which is just like a dense brush. It's just dense, girl. And just pat away. Because I spread it out so thin, it's going to just like melt in my skin. It just takes a couple of taps and it'll keep the coverage but also blend it out. And I'm really concentrating the blend on where the concealer meets the foundation, just so that I can, you know, look seamless, okay? Next, I'm going to bronze with my Trixie Cosmetics bronzing sticks. I'm using two shades, Sunset Tina and S'more Sun. Sunset Tina, as you can see, I've been using her down to the bone, to the last drop. Okay, going in with my One Size powder. This is in the shade Ultra Peach, and just setting my under eyes. No matter how much makeup I wear, I do not set my whole face. I literally just, you know, pack most of it under my eyes, and then just using the excess and putting it around the areas that honestly, like, I'm either super sweaty in or that get moved around because I'm like yapping all day. I try to, like, you know, really set around my mouth just so that it doesn't crease and it doesn't go anywhere. Hit that forehead. The next thing I do, number 3, is to really take a break from social media. I know that it is so fun, and I am telling you as someone who has like really high screen time that taking a break from social media and from like consuming so much like garbage really helps like realign, recenter. And it doesn't mean no social media, like just set a limit on yourself. And I think that freeing up the time from like doom scrolling lets you do so many other things, like hobbies or just little fun things. This is the Kimchi Chic Beauty Jumbo Queen pencil in black. I just, you know, did my waterline. I'm going to quickly blend it out with just a little bit of black shadow to really get it like blended but also smoky. But the time that is freed up when you're not on social media, and I know that's like cheap coming from me, someone who like posts on social media every single day and get people to watch my stuff and videos literally all day long, it's okay to take a break, you know? And that frees up time for you to do other things and other hobbies, whether that is crocheting, coloring. You can color on your iPad, or you can color on actual paper and pencils and markers and colored pencils. You can scrapbook, collage, play video games. I love playing video games. I love my Switch, doing iPad games, whatever it is to just occupy yourself, occupy your mind, but also like have a hobby. You know, social media isn't a hobby unless, you know, especially when you're trying to get back to like a good place. If you're feeling really anxious, like you're just taking in a lot of media, take a break. It's that simple. Look at the difference, like smoky, sexy, boring. We want smoky, sexy, okay? A little bit of a life hack. Use, you know, a pressed powder of your skin tone. It'll really help with the blending, and so that it's looking blended but it's not getting like too smoky. This is the L'Oreal Panorama Mascara, just to get my eyes ready for some lashes. I am using these wispy medium cat eyes from Ionic. These are from the dollar store. As you can see, very wispy, light. These lashes are $1.25. I'm not expecting them to look like Lily Lashes in the style of Miami, but they're gonna be cute. Okay, I promise. Okay, while my lashes are doing what needs to be done, I'm going to blush using the Just a Girl Blush Trio by Trixie Cosmetics. I will be mostly using the shade, this dark shade, Cult Classic, and I just want something like really dark and kind of berry. I want to do like a berry lip, so I want to make it like very, very like date night sexy. Okay, and the last thing that I do is just journal or having a space for reflection. Some people really benefit from having like physically writing down, journaling. Some people use voice memos, and then others just kind of like mentally journal, if that makes sense, and really just survey yourself and your day. It could be, like I said, talking about some things you want to achieve, thinking about the tasks that you need to do. Sometimes that includes writing it down. Simple, free, can be as free and as customizable as you need it to be, but it's going to, in the long run, it's a practice. So, you know, one time is not going to change your life, but, you know, once every day, twice a day, once a week, once a month, whatever schedule like works best for you. I think journaling in whatever capacity that you are able to will go a long way. Look at this blush. It kind of gives like bronzer blush, and it's just like the perfect kind of like berry moment. I think it's so beautiful, but still gives blush. I love a wispy lash. Look how wispy these are. Like the inner corner is very short, the outer corner is long. That is wispy, and if the Dollar Tree can do wispy, everybody should be able to do wispy. These are $1.25. I like these for more like daily looks because not everyone wants like a huge super voluminous lash, and I have big eyes, so a lot of lashes always look small on me, but these still give the drama of wearing lashes. As you can see, like it still gives like that wing look because they're wispy. Okay, we are at the end. Let's put this lip on and we'll be essentially ready to go. So I'm going in with 2 liners. It is the one size liner. Y'all know how I feel about the one size lip liners. The one size lip liners are underrated. You heard it here first, okay? It's one of my favorite like collections that they have. Anywho, I'm going in with Code Word and Coin Collector. Code Word is like this nice dark berry, and then Coin Collector at the bottom is a really dark brown. Putting both of those on. I like to go in with Code Word first and then topping it with Coin Collector. Okay, as you can see, I do underline my lips, but that's my business, okay? That is Code Word. I'm going in darkening the really outer layer with Coin Collector. So I have Coin Collector only on the bottom lip. Do you see how it just like added like like it doesn't look brown, it still looks berry, but it just added like so much depth. Like look how pretty that already is. Like gorgeous. On the area where there's like nothing, I'm going in with Fashionably Late by Trixie Cosmetics. This is, as you can see, pretty red, but I want to make this like a red berry. So I'm just gonna tap it in. The Nightwalker Lip Snatcher. This is the gloss side, and just doing some light gloss here to really bring this to life. Okay, you guys, that is the look. We talked about the 4 things that I do when I'm feeling extra anxious and really like overstimulated so that I can get regulated once again. Here's the look too. Can you believe we did all that together? We're looking fab. This is like a beautiful smoky but still like natural date night look, and yeah, that's all that I have for you today. Thank you. Bye.